Hello everybody, welcome back to this dusty channel. So, as you can see by the title, I have kept a very big secret. Not necessarily a secret because I've been posting it if you do follow my Instagram, but if you just watch my YouTube, you would have noticed I haven't uploaded in almost a year. The thing is, I have filmed multiple videos. So I filmed what I got for Christmas, what I got for my birthday, I filmed a few vlogs, I filmed, yeah, just like a bunch of stuff, but I never actually uploaded them. I don't know why. I just took a year off. The main reason why you clicked onto this video is because I am pregnant. So this video is going to be explaining my pregnancy journey so far. I'm actually 6 months. I've got a lot to talk about. So yeah, I am not going to ramble any longer, and yeah, if you want to know about my pregnancy journey so far, then keep on. So I have got a few questions on my phone to answer, and I've already answered kind of the first one already, and that was how many months am I. So today's date, let me just say that right now. So today's date is Tuesday the 15th of February, and I am actually 27 weeks pregnant, which equals to 6 months pregnant. Now, the first thing people are probably wondering, do I have a bump? Yes, I do. So right now, this is how my belly is looking. To be fair, I don't feel too big today. Put on screen the most recent picture of my bump. My bump is quite big. Within the last like 2-3 weeks, it's really popped out and got round at the top. Yeah, if you knew me before or just knew my figure, I had a really good stomach. I was really toned, and having a bit of a belly is something new for me, but I have been loving my bump. Like, love showing my bump off. I love just having a bump, like just being able to hold it. So the next question is, how long have I known I've been pregnant for? So I found out the beginning of September that I was pregnant. I found out with obviously my partner or boyfriend, whatever. So yeah, I found out near enough straight away. I took a pregnancy test and it said 2 to 3 weeks. Reason to why I took a test, which funny, not funny story. So the main reason why I took a pregnancy test was because I kept having really vivid dreams about either a baby, which is my friend's baby, or me being pregnant, and it was really odd. So I had my first dream, I think, was that I was pregnant, and I realised I went to work and I kept touching my stomach and I was like, oh, let's not do that. And then my other 2 dreams were about my friend's baby, and I just was really confused to why I was dreaming about him. And then my 3rd dream was like a really intense, vivid dream, and I woke up and I was like, okay, maybe I need to take a test, because and I just had a gut feeling I was. Like, I kept saying to Jordan, like, I think I am, and he kept going, no, I don't think you are. And I just, yeah, I had a really intense gut feeling, and then my gut feeling was correct. So yeah, that is how early on I found out. Next question is, did you always know you was keeping the baby? So I am going to be truthfully, brutally honest. It was always a 50-50 decision. It's not just, shall I wear this top today, or shall I go for a walk? Obviously, by having a child is a very, very big thing, and yeah, it did take me a few weeks to come to terms with pregnancy and the decision I was going to make with obviously Jordan, because like I said, it's not just an easy decision. And I have always said, if I got pregnant young, I would abort. That was just my opinion. I just would always, I just never imagined myself as a young mum. I was always one of those people who said I want to get my life done first and all that palaver. So yeah, I always said I would never keep a baby if I got pregnant. And then when I actually found out I was pregnant, it was a bit of a different ball game. I just realised this camera is making me look really pale, but my neck is not. It wasn't just a, oh my god, I'm pregnant, spur of the moment, let's keep it. It was a very big decision for me, and yeah, I have never doubted my choice. And also, I don't get the people who shame you for being indecisive, because like I said, I am young. I'm 19. I was 18 when I was pregnant. Well, I'm still pregnant, but you know what I mean. Also, before I carry on answering questions, I will go into a little insight of my pregnancy. So like I said, I found out when I was 2 to 3 weeks, and then literally just as I made my decision, we told my boyfriend's family. So yeah, when I first found out I was pregnant, I texted my sisters because I was just like, what do I do? And I obviously told my mum as well, because I just needed the support whether I was going to keep it or not. Whereas my boyfriend, he kept it to himself and didn't want to tell his family unless we kept it, which is his decision. When we did actually tell his family that we're keeping the baby, we was at a family meal and I went to the toilet and I was bleeding. I tried not to worry too much and just said, obviously if I carry on bleeding tomorrow, I'll go to hospital and get checked. So I woke up, no blood. So I went to college just as normal, and then was at college for a few hours, and then went to the toilet, and I had a panty liner on just in case, and I had bled so much. It was horrible. I remember just my heart sank and I was like, please don't tell me this is happening. I went straight to A&E and I was there for a few hours, got turned away I think, so we had to go back the next day. That's when I got my first scan photo, and turns out Bean was fine. And they never actually told me the reason to why I bled. If you follow my TikTok, there is actually a video of me showing this scan photo to my boyfriend, and a lot of people don't know that I bled. So the video is actually Jordan's reaction knowing that the baby was fine. So Jordan wasn't allowed in the hospital with me, which is really stupid. So bless him, he had to wait outside. So I went in, obviously got my scan, and then that was when I knew the baby was fine. But I didn't want to text him and just say, oh, the baby's fine. Like, I don't know, I thought that was just a bit insensitive. So I thought I'd wait until I see him in person. But something which I'm not going to go into because it's just irrelevant, but yeah, something made me really upset on the side. So yeah, I was actually crying in the waiting room. So yeah, when I left the hospital, I obviously looked really sad. So obviously Jordan assumed that we had lost the baby, which I hate saying. Yeah, because I am horrible and I wanted his reaction because I knew it was a good thing, I recorded his reaction. So yeah, that video which I will show you is actually his reaction to finding out the baby's okay.
Oh, the mum the update first. Is it actually fine? Is it actually?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can ask if I can see that. Oh. It's tiny.
Like I said, a lot of people think that that video of Jordan is when I first found out I was pregnant. But yeah, that is my first scan photo. Looking at it now, I'm like, what is that? In this photo, the baby was 8 weeks, 7 or 8 weeks in that. So yeah, my first trimester was really bad. Obviously, if you know me, I've got a vomiting illness which makes me throw up quite a lot. So that and morning sickness went great. They went hand in hand, and almost every single day I was throwing up. Oh, it was horrible. But now I'm 6 months. My first trimester is all kind of a blur. But yeah, I can't remember how many weeks I was, but it was the day of my mum's birthday, so it was 21st of November, and I was working 2 different jobs. I was at college and also just not resting. So in November I actually fainted, which led to another hospital trip. So yeah, I actually fainted, and it was really scary because I was at work and I was getting kitchen trained, and it was obviously too hot and everything, and I passed out. And then the nurse told me I am overworking, which didn't surprise me because I was working literally like 6 days a week, and obviously I was having no rest. My body, I was ill, I was throwing up at work, college, etc. So yeah, that also happened in my first trimester, which was scary also. It's just never a smooth never a smooth sailing journey, is it? Yeah, my main memory, because I should have maybe filmed this video when I was in my first trimester because I can't really remember much, but yeah, my main symptoms were just throwing up, bad fatigue, and I got cramps near the start, but like I said, I wasn't bleeding, so it was nothing bad. But because my body was preparing for obviously pregnancy, I started getting cramps, which was really weird. So yeah, a few weeks into my second trimester, not much had changed, like it still was exactly the same as my first. And then around 22 weeks was when the sickness started settling down. It's not gone completely, but it definitely has settled down. Because the worst bit was I constantly felt sick, but I would never throw up, whereas with my illness it's the opposite. I would always throw up. So the fact I was actually feeling sick and nothing was coming up I hated it. So I ended up feeling the baby kick for the first time. I think it was when I was 20 weeks. So that was the end of December, and I actually had COVID, which was great. So yeah, I was isolating, and then I felt the baby kick for the first time. So before that, obviously you feel like flutters and little movements, but you don't obviously feel a kick. And then because, like I said, I was naturally really skinny, like my stomach was like, so I looked down and I saw a movement and I was like, surely not. And I'll play the video on screen, but there I actually caught one of the baby's first kicks, which was really cute. The worst part was obviously the fact that Jordan couldn't feel the baby kick because I was isolating. I ended up having to isolate for 10 days because at the time COVID rules were if you tested negative on the 6th and 7th day you could be free, but I was still positive, so I had to still isolate. But yeah, I think Jordan felt the baby kick on New Year's Day, which was really cute. Do you know the baby's gender? So yes, I actually do know the baby's gender, and if you don't know already, I am having a little girl, which I, low-key, if I'm allowed to say this, have just always wanted a little girl as my first. I know you shouldn't really care, but I feel like everybody has their own preference, and yeah, I am so glad I have a little girl. Obviously I would have been happy with a boy, like after the whole fainting, after the whole bleeding situation, I didn't care because obviously that was traumatic in itself. But yeah, we had our friends and family there, and yeah, it was just a really special moment. In fact, it didn't sink in straight away when the balloon first popped that I was having a little girl, but so the next question is, what has been your biggest craving? Now, I actually haven't had many cravings, but the one craving I've had from day one is ice lollies. And it was quite early on, and someone said to me, no, you don't develop cravings till like near the end, blah blah. But ever since, I've just always craved ice lollies. So ice lollies have literally been my go-to craving. Each week it varies, so one week I will want them so bad, and the next I'll be like, what is the best part of being pregnant? So the best part of being pregnant is the fact that I'm literally growing a tiny human inside of me. I love feeling her kick, not when she kicks my bladder, let's say. If you've been pregnant before and you felt your baby kick, you just know it's the most rewarding and most calming feeling ever, because even when you're by yourself, you're technically not, because you can feel them kick. But yeah, that definitely has to be one of my favourite things. What is the worst part of being pregnant? Definitely the sickness. That is horrible. The sickness, the fatigue. The fatigue is really bad. And the selfish side of me is going to say all the things you can't do. So drinking alcohol, can't get a tattoo, no hot tubs. Do you know how much I'm craving a porn star martini? When is your due date? So I'm actually due on the 15th of May. If you don't know already, I have actually got scoliosis. Boring. But my hips are not in line, so I can't actually have a natural birth. So that means I've got to have cesarean. And obviously with a cesarean, they always book you in. So I've actually got my date, and the date of that is the 9th of May. So if she doesn't come early, that will be the day I will be popping her out. Yeah, this is a scan photo of her. It's actually so mad just to think that she's inside my stomach right now. I don't really know what other questions I can answer really. You have 11 weeks and 6 days to go, which is scary. It has flown by, but yeah, if you want to keep up to date with me and my pregnancy journey, follow my Instagram or TikTok because I'm very active on them. And yeah, I don't know when my next upload will be. I will try to upload it on here as much as I can, as much as possible. I just don't really know what to film. I'm in one of those things. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.